BoJack Horseman Season 5 continues its greatness. Ah, why? What makes BoJack Horseman great to me? Well, not the, character. No, not really him. I stopped caring about BoJack around Season 3 when he just turned out to be far too hopeless to, try to root for. But all the other characters around him, still amazing, still rooting on, but you can't completely write off BoJack, okay? Or at least how the writers treat him. The writers just give him all of this just endless, bottomless amount of misery. They never hold back in trying to make him miserable or his ability to make others miserable. And that's incredible, okay? A sloppier kind of writing company would be like, gee, let's give him a happy ending to give people hope. They try to do that once in a while, but in the end, BoJack will always stay miserable because he's just that sort of a broken person, okay? He does not know how to be happy. He literally is incapable of following through with it and trying to be helpful or at least non-toxic to the people around him. And it's amazing, and the show is so smart for that. But what I really love about it is how it shows how unfair the world is to women. Alright, it's not just that its two female characters are super strong and amazing and so good. I mean, they are good characters, but it really shows how, society is so good at just not being nice or decent to women as if they are real people. They are real people. They suffer so well, just so well. Oh, God. And yeah, I really love the line where, this was in season 4, but there was this big debate about guns, and it turned out to, if they had to give up guns or give up hating women, they would choose guns. So it's like, wow. And this was said by Diane, who, tried so hard to be, the token good character, the girl from small town Boston, who tried so hard to find good and keep everyone else good around her, but that didn't really last. And this was said by very flat, really, by Princess Carolyn, who is an adult woman, an adult cat woman, who, has been through the ringer, okay? She's tough and scrappy. She has been knowing how unfair the world is, but she keeps going at it because she's part of the system. And that is shown really well in Season 5 for Princess Carolyn. Her character is still the one you really root for. Okay, good or bad, up and down, she is the one you root for because she's just... You can't keep her down. It's amazing. Now, do I love her choices? No, but they make sense. They really make sense when you accept the flaws of this show, the beautiful flaws. In Princess Carolyn's case, she wants to be a mom because she wants the unconditional love that a baby can give her, because, she's single at 40 and all that, and, she's always wanted a family. But there's the thing where she's actually adopting, and the adopting agency is really not helpful to her at all, but there's also this thing where she's always on her phone, always taking care of business. And there's also this thing of where, earlier in the season, she, for her show, she's producing this show called Filbert, she wants to hire this dude who has had so many accusations, so many clear signs that he is a just disreputable person, just awful, evil and all of that. No matter how many times he apologizes, he is a bad person. But so she wants to hire him because she likes his acting gigs and she thinks publicity is good either way. And that just shows that she is a business producer. She will get her ratings done and her money through, okay? And that makes her a smart businesswoman and sort of just a not really complacent person, but she's accepted what she has to do to make her job work. And what's really heartbreaking is at the end, BoJack, her on and off again love interest for the last who knows how many decades, she knows that he's a bad person, but she treats him like she treated this other guy, of where, she tries to paint a pretty picture on it to keep the show going. And it's like, wow, BoJack, you are that person. Okay, there's really not been a character in this show that BoJack has not hurt yet. Wow. Mr. Peanut Butter, he still has issues growing up, though I really love how they made a character a pug. His new girlfriend Pickles is a pug, and I just love pugs, because that's cute. Todd continues to be the innocent who things just work out for because, cynically, he is just a guy. Yeah. But there's this interesting aspect where he makes a sex robot as a favor to a friend, and inadvertently the sex robot becomes a CEO, and there's a huge scandal, and the robot gets fired with pay. And it's like, wow, even the most innocent of parents so can create a monster. Yeah, so sad. So, doesn't really give you hope for Princess Carolyn. But the show's not about giving you hope. It's about, okay, here are a bunch of some decent people who are doing terrible things and living with the terrible things. And a lot of them are trying to make better choices than they did yesterday, but like, ultimately, they will fall to their weaknesses or their strengths, which can really be bad traits. And that's what makes Bojack Horseman a great show and almost cathartic with accepting the misery and unfairness of life. Thank you, Bojack, for that. Yeah. I don't care if actual Bojack gets help or not. I just want to see, how Diane and Peanut Butter and Todd and Princess Carolyn are going to get through. I like seeing their lives. And if I'm honest, I just really love all the animal quirks in the background, all little puns. I really love seeing that. Oh, Bojack. And with this level of new cynicism, and frankly, if I'm honest, with the newest trailer that came out, I think I do want to see Ralph Breaks the Internet. Now, the first trailer was terrible. It showed all the bad things about it, how they're exploiting the internet, how they're exploiting the Disney princesses, all the really cheesy, bad stuff that makes the movie annoying, might make it appealable to some people, some idiots, but yeah, stuff I don't really like. So then with the second trailer, where you get more of a story about how, it's Vanellope and how her game has been unplugged and she and Ralph are trying to fix it. But really, it's more about Vanellope trying to find her own identity and where she would be if she didn't just have, this one job to do. And yeah, she finds it out with the internet because, the internet's just a bigger place. She's probably been through all the arcade things before. She's been in her game before, but this is really her, going to a new place and getting a new surrounding and all that jazz. It's her going through a new adventure, and yeah, good for her. And another thing I realized, that even if you take out all the princesses, that there are a lot of female characters in this movie. Okay, maybe 3, but still, that's way more than other movies can count. There's Vanellope. There's this new character called Yes, who is some kind of algorithm. She's blue and she always looks different in scenes, and that's interesting. Her animation just looks pretty enough for me. And then there's this chick who's being played by our live action Wonder Woman, who, she's got that whole bad video game, lots of violence thing going on about her. But Vanellope, if we're honest, really likes violence, so yeah, this is her cup of tea. But yeah, there's this moment where you're like, oh yeah, even though it's the title of a male character, and that will sell the easiest, it's still going to give you a lot of women talking. And that's neat, okay? That's interesting. That's a good trick on Disney's part. Yes, we're going to give people the male title they need, but here are some women doing stuff. And it's annoying to me that people have to do that, but when seeing all of the ugly realism in Bojack Horseman, it's like, okay, yeah, this is just something that you have to deal with. And at the end of the day, I love seeing animated movies, and I want to see Wreck-It Ralph because I want to see a big epic story. Honestly, the first Wreck-It Ralph movie was not a big epic story. Its greatest strength was just the really good relationship between Ralph and Vanellope, where they have a really beautiful friendship filled with how they're both kind of cranky characters that are nice or nice-ish to each other. They kind of rip on each other all day long, but at least they're there for each other. And that is why I really want to see Wreck-It Ralph. Maybe I won't see it in theaters, but I'm more excited to see it, whether it's just bootleg or I eventually rent it, or maybe on my own guilty dark nights I get the junior novel and read all the script. Though I probably shouldn't, because junior novels usually take out the really harsh good jokes. I remember they were terrible, taking out all the good charm of Princess and the Frog. All of the parts where Naveen is a terrible flirt and Tiana will punch him. They took a lot more of Tiana's more violenter aspects when they put into print, and I found that really cheap because it's yay, she's not afraid to hit a really skeevy dude. That was cool, even if it wasn't on screen. Just the idea and the voiceover work of hearing her go, what? Punch scene. Oof, from Naveen. That was special to me. Okay, that was really special. But yes, I dream. Do I dream that this movie will have an actual villain? No, Disney, I've kind of given up on that hope. I've given up on the hope that Disney will make good villains. Who knows? Maybe they'll surprise me, but I really doubt it. Though I swear to God, if there's another bait and switch in this movie, gag. Just a gag. I mean, my dream was that it would be a big number, a big, musical number. Now that all the Disney princesses have come together and they'd sing one great song. But after reading a spoiler online, I know that's not gonna happen. Spoiler alert to you people, but bleh. But still, let's see what happens. I'll probably just see Smallfoot for the hell of it. But yay! That's where I am with the animation right now.